Imagine you work for the highest office in the land, hoping to end your high-pressure workday with a nice meal at a nearby restaurant. As you try to wind down with a glass of wine, this happens. Shame! 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 Protests in Washington are not new, but it's relatively rare for cabinet secretaries or White House officials to be directly targeted. Like Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen, seen in this video, and White House Immigration Advisor Stephen Miller, who may be ordering more delivery. Each was heckled in Mexican restaurants by activists protesting the administration's zero-tolerance policy at the border, particularly separating migrant children from their parents. Meanwhile, the owner of this restaurant in Virginia asked White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders to leave because her staff disagreed with the administration's policy on transgendered people.
I was asked to leave because I work for President Trump. We are allowed to disagree, but we should be able to do so freely and without fear of harm.
As political divisions deepen, many observers have noted the discourse is increasingly vitriolic. Presidential historian and Trump critic Alan Lichtman blames the president.
Trump essentially ran on a platform of destroying political decorum, and he has done that throughout his presidency. He has demonized, attacked, diminished his political opponents.
Opinion polls show deepening American political divisions. Democrats are united in opposing the president, but there are splits over how they should confront him.
If you see anybody from that cabinet and you push back on them and you tell them they're not welcome.
No one should call for the harassment of political opponents. That's not right. That's not American.
However you choose to express yourself politically, it's important to stay on message, says Michael Cornfield, who researches public rhetoric at George Washington University.
It depends on how you rage, not whether you rage. If you want to turn a public space into a site for civil disobedience or protest, you have to make sure in the way you behave that the focus of attention is what you're saying and what you're doing, not how you're behaving.
The First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution protects all speech, including offensive speech. But there's no guarantee that offensive speech is persuasive, a point that both sides of the political divide are keenly focused on. Patsy Widakuswara, VOA News at the White House.